Hello YouTubers, this is Rayquaza and I am doing a new segment for the channel. This is actually a segment where I do deck reviews. Yeah, not every week because yeah, sort of tight on funds. But with the decks I have now, I will do as much as I can every week. Okay, this is a Heart Gold Soul Silver deck, a Mamoswine deck that I actually got for Latios. I actually tweaked it a bit. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, first of all, this deck has two Mamoswines, one of which is foil. Icy Wind, with for 3 energy, one of which is water, two of which colorless. You get to do 40 damage, and the defending Pokemon is asleep. It's not a really bad thing for 3 energy. Second, for 4 energy, two of which is water, and the other two colorless. You get to do 70 damage and 20 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Wow, Mamoswine. On the flip side, yeah, you have 4 retreat costs and you are weak to steel, and you don't have any resistance. That's kind of a bad thing. Okay, so I would say that Mamoswine is actually sort of a offensive type, not really much of a defensive type. Although he has high health, I gotta admit. No, all of these are just my opinion, not actually true. Okay, next in this deck we have two Piloswines. Now same as Icy Wind, 3 energy, 1 water, 2 colorless. You gotta do 40, and with a little gamble over there, you can do extra 10 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon if it's a hits. But if it's tails, you'll do 10 to all of your bench. Okay, next we have 4 Swineups. Nothing much to say about this card. It's just that, you know, it looks okay, I guess, but the effects are not so good. For one specific water energy, you get to do 10 damage. Yeah, just 10. And for 2 colorless energy, you get to do 20. No other effects, not so good. So it has to be used for evolving only. Now this deck, I kinda have 2 Crocodile. Awesome. With 2 energy, 1 colorless, 1 water. You gotta do Wave Splash, which does 30 to your card. It does 30 to your opponent. Sorry. And Big Bite for 3 energy, 1 water, 2 colorless. You gotta do 50, and your opponent's defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Not bad. The only flip side is that you are weak to grass, and your retreat cost is 2. That's kinda okay, but you're just gonna be taking up 50% of your attack just to retreat. Yeah, not such a good idea until you really need it. Okay, here we have Totodile, and for 3 energy, 1 water, 2 colorless. You get to do 30 damage with a chance of doing more. You get to do 20 more damage for each hits, and you have to flip a coin depending on the amount of water energy you have. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Okay, here we have 2 Bellsprouts, Inviting Scent. For 1 colorless, you get to do Inviting Scent. Switch the defending Pokemon with one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Wow, really, this is great. One example, you have a water energy in there, but your opponent can finish you this turn. Why not just Inviting Scent and just bring out one of his energyless Pokemon? And with a grass energy, you get to do 20 damage with a 10 to Bellsprout itself. Bad. Okay, next we have 2 Weeping Bells. Poison Powder. With 1 colorless, you get to do Poison Powder, and the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. 2 energy, 1 colorless, 1 grass. You gotta do 10 damage. And when you flip a coin, you gotta look at your opponent's hand and choose a card to discard. Next, we have 1 Golduck. Whenever your natural remedy for Pokemon Body, whenever you attach a water energy from your hand to Golduck, remove 2 damage counters from Golduck. Not bad, actually. Powerful Splash. For 2 energy, you get to do 30 damage with a 10 more damage extra for each water energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Wow, what a great card. Okay, for Psyduck, I have really conflicting opinions. This is quite a gamble. For a tripping headbutt, you gotta flip a coin. If it hits, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. You gotta choose it, so it'd be great to finish one off immediately. But on the flip side, you can do 30 damage to yourself if you get a Tails. Not such a good idea. Next we have Tentacruel. Really nice art they got there. Yeah, nice art. With 1 water energy, you gotta do 20 damage, and if Tentacruel evolves from Tentacruel, this turn the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. And with 3 colorless energy, you gotta do Hyper Beam. When you gotta flip a coin, if hits, you discard an energy card to the defending Pokemon. Not really a bad card, but yeah, still okay, I guess. Now, we got Tentacool. 1 Tentacool with a single water energy. You gotta do 10 damage, and the opponent's active Pokemon can't retreat the next turn. Okay. Next, we have 1 Kricketune with 2 energy, one of which is colorless, the other grass. You get to do 30 damage, and if you get a hit during the coin flip, the defending Pokemon is now confused. And the second skill, 3 energy, 2 of which grass, 1 colorless. You gotta do 20 damage, and if you flip 3 coins, and if one of them is hit, this attack does 20 more damage. If 2 of them is hits, this does 40 more damage. And if all of them are hits, does 100 more damage. Yeah, that's kind of a gamble you got there. If you don't get any hits, you know you are in for something bad. Now, for Kricketot, you have 2 damage. If you have 2 energy, 1 colorless, 1 grass, you get to beat for 30. Okay, that's kind of weird. We have 2 Kricketots in this deck. Okay, we have 2 Yanmas. For Pokebody, Free Flight. If Yanma has no energy attached to it, Yanma's retreat cost is 0. Not bad. But for 2 damage, for 2 energy, one of which grass, the other colorless, you get to do 20 damage. Yeah, not such a good thing you got there. We have 1 Yanmega in the deck. With 1 grass energy, you get to do shoot through and deal 20 damage to your opponent, does 10 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay, that's an okay move. But for 3 energy, 1 colorless, 2 colorless, and 1 grass, you got to do 50, and you can. But on the flip side, you have to switch Yanmega with one of the bench Pokemon. So great only if you are low on HP for Yanmega. Okay, Manaphy. We have 1 Manaphy in here. 1 Manaphy. Deep Sea Swirl. For 1 colorless energy, you get to draw 5 cards if you shuffle your hand into your deck, and for 1 water energy, you get to do Wave Splash, 20 damage. Okay, I gotta warn you guys about the next card. I don't know whether it's fake, but leave in the comments below, leave a like, and comment below, tell me whether the next card is fake. Okay, here we have Cleffa. Pokebody, Sweet Sleeping Face. As long as Cleffa is asleep, prevent all damage done to Cleffa by attacks. And the second one, see, this is why I think it's fake. That's not even the colorless energy symbol. The attack is Eek. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6 cards. Cleffa is now asleep. You don't have any retreat cost, you don't have resistance, you don't have weakness. Please tell me if this card is fake. I might want to substitute it if it is fake. Comment below, and yeah, thanks for that. And we have 2 interviewers questions. You get to look at the top 8 cards of your deck and take take any amount of energy from them and put it into your hand after showing them to your opponent, then shuffle the rest back into your deck. You'll see why those are in the deck later. Pokemon communication. Choose 1 Pokemon from in your hand, show it to your opponent, then put it top of the deck. If you do such a deck for a Pokemon, show it to your opponent, then put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck afterwards. We have 2 of the Pokemon communication. This is really useful for this deck. I'm not kidding, it's really, really useful. Next, we have 2 Duel Balls. Flip 2 coins. For each hit, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, show it to your opponent, and put it into your hand. If you do, shuffle your deck afterwards. Not really a bad card. Really, really good. Okay, now we have 2 Energy Exchanger. Choose an energy card from your hand, show it to your opponent, and put it on the top of your deck. Search your deck for an energy card, show it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck afterwards. Not really a bad card. It's just that you are putting back useless energy. Yep. We have 2 Professor Oak's New Theory. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6 cards. Nothing much to say about it. Now we have Professor Elm's Training Method. Search your deck for an evolution card, show it to your opponent, put it into your deck, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. That's great if you are missing a evolution in the evolution card in the evolution chain. We have the Lost World now as a stadium card. Once during each player's turns, if that player's opponent has 6 or more Pokemon in the Lost Zone, the player may choose to win the game. Of course you're gonna choose to win the game, but I just don't know. Can y'all also leave in the comments section below, tell me what is the Lost Zone? Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Because some people have been telling me that it is the discard pile, yeah, but not really believing it. Okay, we have 9 water energy cards in this deck. 9 water energy cards, and we have 9 also for grass energy. This is why, because we have 18 energy cards, you might want to pull as much of them out as possible. That's why we have interviews questions right here. Yeah, interviews questions. Well, thanks for watching. Basically, this is the Mamoswine deck for the Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Leave a like and a comment at the comment section below. Leave a like for the video and do subscribe. Yeah, that's basically it. And you will see Latios using this deck when he battles first, because he's not actually a battler in the first place, but he is keen to play this game. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching this video. This is Rayquaza signing off.